Ha! Hello. It is me, Lisa the Love Coach, Lisa Concepcion, certified professional love life coach, founder of LoveQuestCoaching.com, where you can go get a free love life assessment. Tell me everything that's going on. Spill it, people, spill it. Tell me what's going on, and I will answer your questions for you based on exactly what you have going on in your own love life. What's up, Sylvia? What's up, Rick? Nice to see the boys coming on. Andy. Wow, see what kind of ladies we get up in here tonight. Give me a like, give me a share if you feel like the people in your circles can benefit from this information. Sharing is caring, of course. So hit the likes. Facebook likes it with the likes. The more you like, the more other people can see it. Algorithm, crazy, whatever. Tonight I am going to be talking to you good people about 9 questions to ask yourself after a first date. Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. So the kind people at Mind Body Green reached out to me as their expert contributor. I'm an expert contributor, a bunch of websites online. It's awesome. So oftentimes the writers there, they'll write me a question. They'll say, Lise, can you help us out? We're doing a story and we need some information. So we want to get your expertise. And so tonight they fired off a question regarding questions to ask yourself after a first date. So I, shot over a bunch of suggestions. I'm sure they have other experts weighing in as well. But I figured I would use this as a topic because it is hot to talk about. Help the people out there. Help the people who are dating, and then they go out and date and they go home and they go to sleep. And they're not checking with themselves. They're not doing the necessary deliberation in themselves to figure out, what do I ask myself? What do I think about this person? So let's get into it, shall we? Lovely people, comment below where you are on the planet. So I get people watching me from all over the place. I know we got some Miami people up in here, but I feel like we have other people from other places as well. So shout me out. Give me some love from where you are from. Put it in the comments below. Let's dive in. In general, the question is, why is it even important to check in with how you feel after a first date? Why is this even important? Well, it's important to trust our instincts and our inner guidance. That's my expert advice, my expertise. Savannah, Georgia, shout out. Oftentimes people go on dates, they don't really have a clue of what they want in a partner, or even may date too soon after a breakup or divorce, and ignore red flags or how they feel about the person. Sound familiar? Has anybody ever gone through this? Break up with somebody, you start dating too soon, or you start to date someone to soothe the pain from the person that let you go, or that you let go, or whatever drama you got going on. So you start dating somebody, you don't even know if you like this person, and before you know it, 1 month turns to 4, 4 turns to 8, and next thing you know, you're in a full-on relationship. You didn't even have time to breathe and sort out and heal from your prior relationship. So this is the reason why we want to get a gut check. We want to see how we feel. Ask, how do I feel? Went out with this guy. How do I feel? How am I feeling right now? How do I feel in my body? Do I feel good? Do I feel nice? Do I feel peaceful? Or do I feel a little tense, a little nervous, a little anxious? How do I feel? Just because people have good chemistry, even though chemistry is very important, a lot of people like chemistry. If you like chemistry, comment, I like chemistry. Ooh, yeah, yummy, yum. Chemistry is good. Gotta have chemistry. But I find as an expert that people are often too heavily focused on chemistry. And it is important, true. But just because people have good chemistry, honey, doesn't mean they are in a relationship with you. Doesn't mean that they can thrive in a relationship with you. Right? Doesn't mean you can function well together in a relationship. You could have good chemistry with the guy online at the bank. You could have good chemistry with the lady you sit next to on a plane. Doesn't mean that that is going to translate into a forward-moving, productive, functional, joyous, harmonious relationship, which I'm sure everybody on the Facebook Live tonight wants. You want a harmonious, joyous relationship? Comment, I want love, baby. I want the love. Okay. Moving right along. So, ultimately, people need to be clear on what they want for their own life first in order to then ascertain the key qualities in an appropriate match for them. So first, you want to get clear on what you want. Then you can get clear on what you want that other person to have. So I'm going to jump right into 9 questions that somebody should ask themselves after a date to gauge how well they connected to the other person, to see if a second date is in the cards. So here we go. Number 1 question. I just went on a date. I'm sorry. Is this person someone who can even fit into the lifestyle that I have presently and the lifestyle that I'm creating? Can they fit into the lifestyle? Can they fit into the lifestyle? Ooh, Taze, where are you, T-Pat? Taze, where you go? You're getting a shout out. Sending regards to the Taz. I think he might be under the bed. He hears me doing a Facebook Live. He runs for cover. Jennifer DePace, Britain, weighs in saying, the gut instinct is right. Intellect over emotion. First date, you can usually tell if this is somebody that you really want to get to know. Yeah, so like, say for example, right, going into lifestyle. Let's say, for example, a busy entrepreneur wants to grow their business to include frequent travel all around the world, and they want a partner who can accompany them in their travels. Wouldn't they definitely have to really consider about the other person being a match to that kind of lifestyle? Wouldn't they need somebody who's more of like a laptop entrepreneur themselves, who can just on a dime pick themselves up and go, right? Ooh, big hugs to you too, Peter. Much love. You're the bomb, baby. So these are the things you want to figure out about your life. Like, what are you building for your life? What kind of lifestyle does that require? How much time are you working? How much time are you traveling? Like, what is up with your lifestyle? Do you live at the beach? Do you live in the country? Do you live in the city? All these things matter, right? Your lifestyle and the lifestyle you're creating matters. So this other person has to fit into that lifestyle. Let's say a woman knows that she wants to have a child within the next 3 to 5 years. Well then, if a man who is currently a dad to grown adult kids who doesn't want to start over again with babies, might not be a match. So these are all things that you need to consider. Number 2, is this even somebody I could build something with? Very important thing to ask after a first date. Sometimes people are fun. You go out, you have a fun time on a date, you're drinking drinks, you got the nice Patron, couple of ice cubes, little wedge of lime in there, delicious, sippity sip, having fun, great conversation, couple of laughs. Ha! You're so fun. You're so funny. You know, you want somebody that you could enjoy life with. Of course, that includes humor. But you also want to know, is this a person that I can build something with? Is this a person that I can achieve with? Am I just dating for fun right now? Then have your fun. That's great. But, you know, move along to date number 2 if it was a fun time and you're just dating for the fun. That's awesome. But if you're looking for something with longevity, right? Something that is forward moving, then someone who is ambivalent about the direction that they're going in their life, and if you notice they're dodging any kind of serious conversation, any kind of anything beyond the fun, the only thing they want to talk about is what bar we're hitting next, where are we going this weekend, what boat are we getting on, what club are we getting on, right? They're only into that. They can't really think beyond that. If that's where you're at in your life, enjoy it, honey. There's a time for fun. But when you're dating with power and purpose and you really have a clear vision for your life and what you want to create for yourself, then that could be a bit of a red flag. Fun is great, but it can't only be about the fun. Number 3 question to ask yourself after a first date is this person really available? Have you guys ever gone and you meet someone online or you meet somebody wherever and it takes like 3 weeks to get to the first date? You're texting and maybe a phone call in between, but like to actually see the person, it takes forever. It takes like 3 weeks. Insanity. So you finally say, okay, fine, I'll go on the date. It's taken so long. I may as well get my return on investment. I've been talking to this person for 3 weeks. Finally, we can have a date. You go in, you have the date. The date is fine. You feel nice, good. This guy's cool. I like their vibe. She's nice. I like it. I want to see them again. But then it takes another 2 weeks to arrange that second date. It makes you realize that this person clearly is not available. And if you want to build something with someone, they need to be available. There are a lot of people dating because they are lonely at the moment. They're lonely at the moment. They realize they're not busy. They don't have things cluttering and taking up their time. So all of a sudden they're in their solitude and they freak out and realize how lonely they are. So they hop up on the Tinder, hop up on the Bumble Bee, get all up in that life, and they end up, finding someone nice. They don't know the difference, whether you're dating for just the fun of it or dating for purpose, for something more. They don't know. You're all on an app. You have no idea. It's very important to ask and to figure out how available is this person really. Make sure that they're available and actually dating with the same purpose that you are. And I'll get into that a little bit deeper in a minute. So how are these feeling for you? I'm up to like the third one. I have a bunch more. They're awesome, if I must say so myself. We'll see which ones that beautiful, what's the publication? Mindbodygreen.com will use in their article. Number 4, am I even attracted to this person? Like, really, do I want to see them naked? That's my number 1 question after a first date. I'll tell you a story about Mr. S. So I meet Mr. S. 3 hours later, we're in a date because I'm a dating coach. If I can't close, then what good am I, right? So here I am. I meet the Mr. S. Charming, nice man. 3 hours later from meeting, we're in a date situation. And so now I'm sitting here like, okay, like he's handsome. I definitely am attracted, but like, I want to know, like, am I attracted like I can hang with this guy, or am I attracted like I want to rip their clothes off and I want to see them naked? So for me, I was so caught up in the vibe of the first meeting and just kind of looking at the other things that mattered to me so much. I knew he was handsome. I was like definitely feeling his vibe. But I actually needed a second date to determine if there was that sexual chemistry, that thing that, factor. So am I attracted? Do I want to see them naked? If the answer is no, definitively no. Like, for example, you failed to do the pre-call, the screener call that I always talk about. You failed to do that, but you just say, okay, I'm just going to meet this person out. And they look nothing like their pictures, which is exactly why you need to do the preliminary phone call, or better yet, FaceTime, Messenger, Facebook Messenger, Skype. Figure it out. Some sort of video exchange, only a half hour. Yeah, that's right, Peter. The factor. It hits you. It hits you. For me, when I was on a date with Mr. S, we were at a place here called Drunken Dragon. Highly recommend it. Sat at the bar, hanging out, chit chat, nice. I order food. We're having bites. Got a little flirty. He leaned in for a kiss, planted one on me that said, I like you, and I want to see you naked. And I was like, wow, look at this. Okay. So for me, he excused himself to go to the restroom, and when he hopped off the stool, I watched him walk away. And that was when it went, This man just doesn't even know the world of shit he's in. I'm going to break it down for him. And so in time, when trust was built and we were ready, it all happened and it all came together. But yes, that is an important question. Am I really attracted to this person? Do I want to see them naked? And you know what? If you go out on a first date and you're kind of on the fence about the attraction factor, and you're like, I definitely, I felt attraction, but I didn't feel like that. Give it another chance. Give it another chance. Different lighting, different situation, different attire. They can definitely bring it, and it could be like a whole different game changer for you. And if not, they're in the friend zone. Number 5, are they someone I can bring around my friends and family? Oh my God, this is a huge one. This is huge. Huge, huge. You can definitely hang with people. You could date them. You could even have a relationship with them. But all of a sudden, it becomes a whole other game when so-and-so's getting married and you get the invitation and you got to bring this person around your entire family. Or the mom's coming to town, or the dad, or the sister, or somebody is a thing, and you got to bring them around your family. And you're like, oh my God, I never thought about bringing this lunatic chick that I've been seeing for the last 6 months around my family, or guy, for that matter. It's certainly something to figure out. And, I often find, granted, this person does not necessarily have to be around your family all the time. I know people in the Northeast, they roll that way. They're all about the family, in each other's business all the time. But sometimes it's not the case. Like Mr. S's family, they're all over the place. His family's all up in Rhode Island. He's got a brother in New York. We're hanging in Miami. The parents are up north in Rhode Island as well. Point is, gotta know if they can hold their own. They can hold their own vibe when they're around your tribe. And as we get older, we become less likely to involve people in our worlds that deeply until we really, really know that they can blend in, and that's okay. As we get older, we become less likely to involve people that way. So we have to be kind of judicious about is this somebody I can bring around my family, or is this somebody I'm just going to kind of hoard to myself for 6 months, hang out, have fun, and then when things start to get a little too serious, I'm going to cut them loose. Put people in boxes for purpose. Make sure that you are on the same page, because that person that you're dating might not think that you are a fit for their bigger tribe and their bigger clan. They might put you in the kind of private box of local girlfriend box. Jennifer weighing in like a rock star again with, I wish I had listened to my family the second disaster because they saw what I didn't see. And I didn't listen to them, and now I definitely see for myself. That's another great point, Jen. Great point. Your family, your friends, they see things from a whole other perspective. They see how you are with that person. They see how you're changing, acquiescing to that person. And they're like, girlfriend, listen, I've known you since crib. You're acting like a total snob around this guy. What's up with you? Really? Is that who you are now with this dude? Or he's kind of dumb, right? You went to college, you do well for yourself. He's kind of dumb. He's a little dumb in the head. I don't know, he's a little rough around the edges. You're so refined, like a pretty penny, sparkly and new. And this dude, a little bit dumb. You're kind of dumbing it down a little bit, girl. So, and also other things, other little nuances. Maybe the way, he looks over at your cousin a little too admiringly. Rubs your sister wrong. You know what? He was checking out Maribel over there. Did you see that? No. Yeah, you were making him a drink. While you were making him a drink, he's checking out your cousin. Yeah, that's not allowed. So pay attention to the family feedback and friends. It's very important. Number 6, do I really want to know more about this person? Just went on a first date. Nice to meet you. It was so nice hanging with you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. Yeah, give me a call. Be great. See you again. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Do I really even want to see this person again? Do I want to know more? Did you leave the date curious to know more? And if you did, then you're onto something. If you left the date being like, yeah, I like them. I want to know more. I want to know about what cereal he likes. I want to know how he handles his football watching. Is he a screamer? Is he banging on the table? Does he want to go to a bar? Does he like it at home? How into it? Is he multitasking, doing other stuff with the game on in the background? Or is he in it, wings ordered, beer, whole thing, committed, watching the game? I want to know these things. I want to know, in laundry, does he separate his clothes, or does he just throw them in the laundry at once? I want to know the nuances and details of this man. If I'm not that, and I can give a flying fuck about him, probably not going to go out again. Probably going to friend zone him and be like, you know what, it's cool to hang, but I'm feeling more of a friend vibe with you than a romantic vibe. So I'm all about going out again, but just know, I may knock you on your ass if you try to kiss me. Just saying. It's on you. You've been warned. But for real, I joke around. But for real, do I want to know more about this person? Do I care? Not really. Yes, I do. I'm in. Not so much. I got the Tazer. Could hang out with the Tazer. Number 7. Do they want what I want? Super important. First date. Ask the right questions. Get a sense of this person. Where are they going in their life? What do they want? What are their values? What do they want? And is it on the same page as what I want? It's very important. A lot of people meet great people who want different things out of life. They then waste time trying to convince the other person of their side. They spend an entire relationship trying to prove that what they want for life is what the other person should want too. Disaster. Disaster. What if he loves the city and you want to raise kids in the suburbs? Girl, that's a massive discrepancy. You got to be on the same page. Got to be on the same page. What if she's a city girl, right? She's like, Sex in the City. Look at me. Do people drink Cosmos anymore? I don't even think they do. Right? Whatever. She wants to be a hobnobber. She wants to go to the galas. She wants to be out and about and look at me and this and that. And he's just like a low-key dude who doesn't even want to wear a suit. He's like, listen, Chickie P, I'm happy with the Applebee's. You know what I mean? I don't need to. I can rock out some chilies. I got my baby back, baby back, baby back. But if you're like Glamazon wanting to be at like the 4-star restaurants, high-end 4-star, 5-star lifestyle, and this dude's just chilling and it's a mismatch, you don't want what you want. But I mean, that's superficial stuff, but it matters. But deeper than that, you know, where are you on the kids thing? Where are you on the money thing? Where are you on the travel thing? Where are you on the lifestyle thing? You know, do you want what he wants? Does he want what you want out of life? Okay. Number 8, very simple, and you kind of know it pretty fast. I'm curious to know the people who are watching, right? Here it is. Do I feel a connection? Do I feel a connection? I feel like this is quick. I feel like within the first 10 minutes, you can know if there's a connection with somebody or not. At least a connection to kind of want to know more and see where the date actually goes. It's pretty quick. You're like, wow, like I really dig this person. Like right off the bat, like we're hitting it off amazing. Or no, what do you think? Have you ever been on a date where you're like a half hour in and you're like, I don't really know if I'm feeling a connection? Or opposite, like, oh my God, total connection. Now let me see if this guy isn't a narcissistic, sociopathic lunatic. Because we need to do that. We need to do the due diligence. A lot of time people feel this fast connection, very overwhelming, palpable sexual chemistry, connection, vibe, all of it on point, that all red flags are ignored, all red flags out the window, and then you end up with a lunatic. Finally, number 9, big one, big question to ask after a first date. And I have a little story attached to this one. Can I trust this person? Can I trust this person? This is a big one for women, because women physiologically want to feel safe. We want to feel safe. Like when women are in the world, like operating in the world, and they're with a man alone, like let's say you're a woman and you get in an elevator with a guy by yourself, like floor stops, ding, open door, elevator, man comes in. You're like right away thinking, like, can I take him? Like if this guy comes at me, like, can I take him? Can I hold my own and punch him out if I need to? Or kick him in the nuts? Or you're in very like fight or flight mode. It's just natural. You're always sizing up men like, are they going to kill me or are they going to protect me? That's it. 1 or 2. Done. You're constantly vacillating as a woman in that space. It's amazing, right? So when you're on a date, you want to feel safe. You want to feel protected. Like that's why the whole thing about the opening doors and like putting a woman in a car, that's not like chivalry isn't only about doing cool shit for women just for the sake of it. It's showing her that you can be a protector. It puts her in a very primal place. That's why women like that shit. They like it when I had an example let me give you an example, a very spot on example. I loved it when I went out with Mr. S on our second date, and we went from one restaurant to the next, and he grabbed my hand when we were walking down the street. He grabbed it in a way of like, you're with me, you're safe. It was just very subtle, very important thing. And then when we went into the next restaurant, he opened the door and he held me while we went in. He led the way. He led the way. He guided the way. Like, it was just, I felt safe with this man. That's exactly what was communicated. So it's super important. Now, pay really close attention to your body, right? You get a feel for people pretty quickly. And in fact, you can feel it in your body when somebody seems a little shady. You might feel like a pang in your gut or like tightness in your chest, maybe like a throb in your neck or your throat. You know, pay close attention to that physiological, visceral feeling about people. It never guides you wrong. It never steers you wrong. A woman I coached had a really bad feeling about a guy that she met at a cafe. So she meets him online. They chit chat online. She's like, all right, cool. This guy lives relatively close. We're just going to meet at a cafe local for little drinks and appetizers. So she meets there and she thought he was cool. She was like, yeah, nice guy. You know, he had a little bad boy, like, you know, suave kind of thing going on. And she said that at the end of the date, she was like, you know, this was really cool. Like, let's stay in touch. Let's see if we do this again sometime. And he was like, wait, where are you going? And she's like, oh, I have to work tomorrow, so I'm just going to grab an Uber. And he was like, no, I'm going to take you home. And she didn't feel comfortable, like this guy knowing where she lived. She wasn't quite trusting him yet. So they walk out to the street and she's like on her phone getting her Uber. And he grabs her arm, like puts his hands on her and pulls her and like tries to take her phone like, oh, you're not calling an Uber. And she's like immediately turned off. In fact, she was scared. She was like, this guy got instant creepy, like instant creepy. She literally was like walking, like holding her phone, going more towards people because she felt like her safety was in jeopardy. So trust is a huge deal, and it doesn't only have to do with like loyalty trust, although that's incredibly important. But I'm talking after like a first date, just that visceral, like, is this a good person? Is this like a person who can have my back? It's a very, very important thing. And I don't mean like have my back, ride or die. Like this is just a first date. But you need to definitely pay attention to those visceral cues, those things that you feel in your body. You know, the way somebody like holds your hand or the energy that is emitted when they touch you. Like if he grabs the small of your back or, you know, just grazes something, like there's a feeling. Don't ignore that feeling. Do not ignore that feeling. I'm telling you, I've seen stuff where, you know, things went in a bad direction because somebody did not take heed to the feeling that they were in danger. Our bodies do not lie. So I'm hopeful this helped you out. I don't know, these 9 things. I'll recap them for the people who joined midway or towards the end. Feel free to catch this on a replay. Give it a like. Give it a heart, give it a share. Sharing is caring. If you think people in your circle can benefit from this info, for sure, share it. Also, I want to invite you guys, like if you're full on interested in getting in more like an inner circle group, I created a special Facebook group called Love Talk for Success-Minded People. Love Talk for Success-Minded People. To get in this group, you need to have a job, number 1, preferably a profession and a career. Success-minded people. You also have to, be willing to give me your email address so that you can get on my mailing list so you can receive free weekly micro coaching in the form of an email. So if you're down for that and more kind of getting into my circle and the stuff that I do to help the people, you're more than welcome and invited to join that private group. It's called Love Talk for Success-Minded People over on Facebook. So let's read these quick 1 through 9. Number 1, question to ask after a first date. Is this person someone who would fit into my present lifestyle and the lifestyle I'm even creating? Are they a fit for my lifestyle? Number 2, is this somebody I can even build something with, or are they just fun? Number 3, are they available? Are they available? I'm not chasing. I'm the lime. I'm not the lime. I'm the tequila, not the lime. I'm not chasing anyone. Am I attracted? Do I want to see them naked? Or do I just want to put them in the friend zone and call it a day? Number 5, are they somebody that I can bring around my friends and family? Are they going to vibe with my tribe, honey? Got to ask that question. Number 6, do I even care? Do I really want to know more about this person? I don't know, maybe. Do they want what I want out of life? Number 7, do they want what I want out of life? Number 8, do I feel a connection? Do I really feel a connection here? And number 9, can I trust this person with my well-being? Do I feel safe around them? So there you have it, people. Much love to you. If you have any dating questions, or if you want to just check out my free love life assessment, where you can ask me all the questions, there's a form. It gets you thinking about the stuff that you're doing in your love life, things that you can improve, things that you might have troubles and struggles getting. You can fill that out for free, totally for free, and I will get back to you with detailed answers to your questions and stuff that you can do and put in play immediately. I am Lisa, the Love Coach. Much love to you. And if you need any help in any relationship issue, hit me with a PM here on Facebook. Find me at lovequestcoaching.com, and I will happily serve you. Thanks so much, guys. Much love. Bye.